All right, jumping into the final match.
Dr. Boom Loatheb Knife Juggler versus Armor Smith and Gnomish Inventor.
Yeah. Predicting the future.
I'm saying it like I see it, TJ.
Yeah. So this is game number 5. This is the final match
and
of the final day.
That's interesting.
Of the regular season
I
here.
have to assume this is going to be more of a mid-range paladin just based on that lay on hands.
Yeah, mid-range paladin tends to do better against... Well, I don't know. It does better against Control Warrior.
It should do better against this as well because they are running the equalities. And one of the things to keep in mind is that they are curving as high as the patron is, and they're not as vulnerable to AoE very early. So it just feels like with a start like this, you know, I thought that Ohio State had the edge, but now that I see the War Axe being picked up, it's kind of evening this field.
Well, you said it.
Yep.
Knife Juggler, Shield Mini Bot, Mustard for battle.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I don't see a zombie chow, but it doesn't have to be there.
No. If you have the coin, it doesn't have to be there at all.
Yeah, I like this though. This is going to put Ohio State in a bit of a pickle because they can't play Muster for Battle in a comfortable way. See, this is what I love about mid-range Paladin. They've got the edge now in that matchup, just like they do against Control Warrior, but now there's no brawl.
Yeah.
Quartermaster is a lot more effective here.
And you really have to make a decision here whether or not you want to throw that knife, or you want to throw the Mustard for Battle out and be delayed on the Quartermaster, or throw the Knife Juggler out just to die.
Well, Slam is going to pick up a card draw for Wisconsin. Ooh. What is the play? Do you simply attack? I mean, the problem is on turn 4, you know, 2 Summer Champions possible. Blessing of Kings is possible, so those 1/1s do represent threats. If you go for the Slam, you're drawing a card, but maybe you don't find a Whirlwind, and then Acolyte of Pain is better.
And at this point, you don't know if you're Wisconsin, if it's Control, if it's Mid-Range Paladin or Secret Paladin.
Yeah, nothing yet is indicative of either deck. You know that the cards you've seen are present in every archetype that Paladin plays, pretty much. And there's not been a single giveaway, like a Secret Keeper or an Avenge being played early.
Quartermaster would be a pretty big giveaway, but also Quartermaster has been making its way into Secret Paladins that run the smaller Secret package.
Yeah.
Like just Avenge, Noble Sacrifice, and you know, either Repentance or Redemption, or Competitive Spirit.
I've seen Justicar in some Secret Paladin lists as well, just trying to add themselves a bunch of 1/1s.
When you're out of resources, you throw out that Justicar, and 1/1s can do a lot.
Yeah, and speaking of 1/1s, they're going to be feeding that Acolyte of Pain a lot of cards. Right now,
I don't think there's any way around it, to be honest.
Yeah, Ohio State is going to try to get themselves as many 1/1s as they can on the board just to make sure that Quartermaster on turn 5 is able to make at least one of them a 3/3. But that's going to be a little difficult to make work.
Yeah, you know, I think here you just try and you have to go for the juggle anyway, even though there's a risk that it hits the Acolyte, because if it hits the Armor Smith, it makes the trade easier.
Yeah.
And there you go. Now you can just, you know, hit it with your weapon, and you still preserve 4 1/1s going into next turn. And as it stands right now, Wisconsin can only deal with 1.
Yeah, no armor. I mean, no Whirlwind is going to be devastating, so they're going to have to try to find it, I think, and sooner rather than later. Right now, Whirlwind would win the game. Unstable Ghoul's good, but maybe not good enough.
Unstable Ghoul doesn't do that much.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean,
if Quartermaster comes out next turn, Unstable Ghoul doesn't do anything.
Well, it does weaken, you know, one of the 1/1s to a point. It gives you a card from the Acolyte, and it does weaken one of the minions to where a Whirlwind would kill it, and then Execute will allow you to finish off another minion from that. To arms, men!
No!
Crazy plays.
Hat Guy.
Yeah.
Hat Guy 2. This is 2 guys with hats.
Beanie? It's not Beanie Man.
Rip Beanie Guy.
Well, double execute here is actually somewhat of a saving grace. Actually, yeah, he's got answers. Double execute with...
I don't know. Is double execute, is that what you have to resort to?
I don't know. I mean, you could go for Patron, Inner Rage, Execute, right? And that might be enough because your turn 7 is Dr. Boom, but then you're taking too much damage from those 3 attack minions. It's a lot of damage coming in.
Yeah, they're 14 health already. They can also shield block and dig for
a weapon.
Something.
Weapon would be good. Another Inner Rage. I mean, that does let you keep 1 for the Patron. I mean, I feel like this is probably your play. You know, at least 1 Execute has to be used. Otherwise, taking 11?
Yeah.
Is that even realistic?
It just, you know that it's mid-range Paladin now, so you know that there's going to be big threats coming out.
Yeah, but whether it's a Belcher next turn, or it's just a Shredder, something along those lines, any of those is going to be a problem. So getting rid of all these 3-2s is probably your only way to really stabilize and make Dr. Boom not be a hopeless cause, because it feels like if you go ahead and you don't double execute, then Dr. Boom comes out, but you're dead right afterwards.
Yeah. And that's a Tyrion, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is.
That's going to get tricky. So, Dr. Boom here has to be played, and it's going to have to do a lot of work. At least, they're not going to be running to Tyrion just yet, but the BGH, that's enough.
Yeah. They pick up Aldor Peacekeeper as well, but there are pretty much no other BGH targets besides Grom.
Which Aldor takes care of even better after it's been enraged.
Yeah.
Because you can just negate the ability to re-enrage, so it's kind of, this is a very, very safe play.
I think you deal with the Boombots first. Gonna attack with the Lotheb. Probably attack with the Quartermaster.
Vengeance! Is that what it is?
Yikes.
Absolutely vengeance. This inner rage is going to kill the Lotheb.
Reporting for duty.
Actually, inner rage Grom. It kind of works.
Then Tyrion comes out and they got no executes.
Sure, sure. But you're being a bit of a Debbie Downer here. I'm just looking at the bright side of things. If you play Grom and they play Tyrion, they're afraid that you're going to kill their Tyrion with your Grom. So they have to use something like Aldor or Owl, which delays the Tyrion, which means you can then draw maybe to...
wow, that's swell!
I don't know what would save you, but you can draw. I like you more, TJ, when you smile like this. That's swell, my little fellow. Let's play a big old guy.
I do like the inner rage Grom play.
What else?
Yeah, I mean, you can try and dig for other answers. Like, you pick a Whirlwind from Gnomish Inventor. You can, like, Whirlwind, inner rage, the BGH, clear the board.
Alright, so Tyrion looks clean. It's hard to not pick this play up when you're Ohio State.
Yeah.
But do you want to negate the Grom before you do that? Because you totally could. But never mind.
I don't know. I mean, they're out of executes. If they want to kill this, they have to utilize a lot of resources because both inner rages are gone.
Battle Rage draws you a card.
Draws you 2 cards.
There's 7 cards.
Not quite. Not quite 7.
Dread Corsair's... Oh god, he picked it up. I was gonna... Dread Corsair would help a lot, but they have to get the Fiery War Axe #2 from the Gnomish Inventor to play double Dread Corsair.
And then they have to worry about the Tyrion. There's no way to deal with the Tyrion right now.
What Stable Ghoul does, it removes the shield.
Yeah.
But the Owl... if a 2-star champion is picked up here, that's game right there. That is not it. But it's still a very dangerous minion. I mean, just more threats coming from Ohio State. I think they're going to get the reverse sweep on Wisconsin. That's
pretty incredible. Especially after game 2 where they just ran over them with the Hunter. It was looking very grim. I was thinking it was going to be a 3-0, and now look at this board. There's no executes left.
There's no brawl in that deck, I don't think.
Yeah, and Wisconsin, they might be staring at their undefeated season vanishing before their eyes. Both these teams are undefeated. They're 6-0.
Wisconsin can play the Death's Bite and kill the Tyrion and play double Dread Corsair, but I don't know how that addresses anything. Yeah, they're going to be down, and then the Ashbringer will kill the Dread, and then the Owl, and the 1/1 can kill the other Dread Corsair. Although I guess you could kill the Owl with the Ghoul. Sylvanas will kill one of them. It's just a matter of time before you die.
Patrons have to do work in this matchup. These Dread Corsairs have to get a lot of mileage.
And I don't know that they can. I don't know that they can.
They can lay on hands and go for equality.
And that wins right away.
And that wins. They could just trade the old-fashioned way, play a bunch of creatures, and win the They're both old-fashioned.
Yeah, all the ways are old. This is pretty much like the way this paladin is playing out right now is pretty much the way Control Paladin used to play.
Yeah. What's the new way?
None of your business. That's the way they win nowadays. Yeah, they're not gonna go. Oh, they're going for the what? Old Merc? It does nothing.
Imagine they'll just kill off the patron here so you can't propagate.
Tidecaller. Oh, what a card.
Yeah.
Move quickly.
I feel like they're prolonging. Yeah.
Face.
Like a true hunter.
And, I mean, it looks like that's going to be it. They don't have any way to draw more. They armor up. They're still dead on board next turn.
They're dead no matter what here.
Dead no matter what.
It doesn't matter what you do.
Well played.
Well played comes
indeed.
out.
That's a reverse sweep from Ohio State for the last game and the last match. Wow, that's
It's impressive.
that was a really crazy comeback.